Hello, Internet, and welcome back to the Story Nook. Go ahead and grab your tea, your coffee, your cocoa, your water, whatever it is you want to read, and we will dive into r/entitled parents. I am sitting in my car as per usual. Let me turn down the AC so you don't quite hear the fan as much. And it is bright outside, so there's kind of like glare on my computer that I'm trying to figure out how to deal with. But yeah. Our first story comes from Sailor Fantasy, and I personally hope this OP is in the Sailor Moon because I love that name. And it is titled, Let My Kid Celebrate His Birthday on Your Wedding. As I have already told in another post, I am getting married in some months. It's a small wedding in my house with just 28 people, including us. One of them is my aunt, the wife of my father's brother. So, last Saturday, 1 week ago, I told everyone about the wedding. It was great because my grandpa's telling me they won't come because they are too old. Oh no, besides, not because. See, glares are difficult. Give me a second. This pollen is killing me. I will cut that out. I promise. Or at least I'll try to remember to cut it out. I just need to remove some excess mucus. So everything went great a week ago except for the grandpas telling OP they weren't coming because they were too old. I kind of get that. You don't exactly feel like traveling. You're old and cranky, but whatevs. But yesterday, I received a WhatsApp message from a phone that I didn't know. It was my aunt's niece from her part of the family, who I have never met. Turns out that her kid's 4 years old birthday is 3 days before my wedding. So, your aunt's niece. So, technically your cousin by marriage, but you've never met this person. Alright. My brain's just trying to figure out family tree stuff. Forgive me. She thought it would be a great idea to join my wedding and celebrate her kid's birthday too, because it's just a family and it's not in a church or pretty place anyways, so it's a great idea. And also said we should invite her family and the kids' school friends. No, because you aren't related to a majority of the people on this side of the family. Your aunt is, because she's married in, but you are not. The fuck kind of mental bullshit gymnastics you pulling? I am done about all the BS that I am handling while arranging this wedding. So I just said, sorry, I have never met you, and my wedding is not going to become your child's birthday party. Bye, and blocked her. I was expecting my aunt to call me furious, but she apologized, go aunt, saying she had no idea. She saw her niece only wanted to congratulate me, and that's why she gave her my number after telling her the news. Also, she told me not to worry because her other niece called her to say how horrible I am, but she scolded her. I am sure at the end of this wedding I will have enough stories to write a book. How do people handle this stuff? Edit, thanks for the congratulations. Yes, congratulations on your wedding. Hopefully all will go well. There's apparently been a lot of other insaneness that OP has written about on Reddit. Probably not in the Entitled People subreddit. But I didn't pull it up in a tab. So we will go forward. But I think I'm glad the aunt is not an entitled mom or an entitled person and being like, go ahead, let my niece, who you're not even related to, come to your wedding. I'm glad the aunt is just like, no, that's stupid. And told her, the aunt is smart and told her stupid niece otherwise. Our next story is by SpunkyRat666. Dad stole all my money. I'm going to start this with the fact that me and my dad have never had a good relationship, and probably never will. But I never thought he'd do something like this. So in February of 2022, I found out I was pregnant. I was 16. My dad expectedly took this horribly and didn't talk to me for 8 months. Fast forward to around October, me and my mom go to the bank to cash a check through my bank account. My dad was so adamant for me to cash this check through his account, which I didn't understand until I find out my account was closed in February, when we told my dad I was pregnant. I had over $6,000 in that account of birthday money, Christmas money, money that I worked for, all of it gone. He, of course, had some BS excuse of the bank was charging too much per month in that account. Fast forward to now where me, my BF, and baby are stable and happy. I catch wind that my dad is planning on taking my BF to court so that he gives me more money for the baby, even though I am doing just fine with the money he does give me. After stealing my money, he has the nerve to demand more from my BF. Greedy motherfucking bastard. So this is like a whole lot of ridiculous. So OP, they found out they were 16 2022. It's a whole nother year later. They're 17. Depending on where this OP lives, she could just move out of her dad's house and just separate everything from him completely if possible. And because they are referring to the BF as BF, I'm presuming they still have a romantic relationship. See if it's possible for them to move in together or something, because I feel like keeping her entitled father in the picture is just going to be more detrimental to her health. So yeah. For example, I'm currently no contact with my mom. It took a while to get there, so I was thinking OP needs to go low contact with Daddy Dearest. Very much consider how to separate everything from him financially, house-wise, all that stuff, even like babysitting-wise. So, yeah. And we're gonna move on to our next story, which is by Educational Cable 819. Cut your hair! My daughter doesn't like it! This is my second entitled parent story relating to air travel. Maybe it's my luck, or bad luck, perhaps. I am a 34-year-old male with long, black, thick hair, which almost reaches my upper torso, lower than my shoulder. Mind you, I have been taking care of it for over 18 months now, and I am very proud of it, and to be honest, from the back it almost seems too feminine. While I was traveling from Melbourne to Kochi, India, I had just reached Chennai, India, to take my connecting flight to my hometown. I cleared my security checks and was waiting at the gate when someone just gave my hair a tug. I was surprised and turned around to see a little girl, nice kid, not more than 6 years old. She was put off when she saw my face with a beard, and she ran away giggling, and I didn't think much of it. Now enter their parents, entitled mom and nice dad. The entitled mother came rushing towards me, and the conversation went something like this. Excuse me? Yeah, how can I help you? Are you queer? Me, sorry, I don't have to tell you that. Entitled mom, then why do you have this long hair? Are you trans or bisexual? Oh God. Me, surprised that this entitled mom knows these terms. Ma'am, that's none of your business. Nice dad looks at me apologetically. Honey, let's not disturb him. Please, let's go. Entitled mom, nice kid came to you thinking you are a woman, and now she's traumatized by your long hair. Me, okay, so? Entitled mom, I demand you cut it. It's not masculine to grow out your hair, you expletives. Me, getting a bit annoyed now. What the F? Can you just mind your own business and leave me alone? Nice, Dad. Don't embarrass yourself and make a scene. Please, let's go. Entitled Mom, I am not creating a scene. This R word traumatized our daughter. I demand he apologize and cut his hair right away. Nice, Dad. I am terribly sorry, sir, about my wife's behavior. Me, at this point I am pissed, but controlled my anger for the nice dad. Please take her away before I say something I regret. People started to gather around and asked the entitled mother to go away and mind her business, but she kept insisting that I had to cut my hair and be masculine. Finally, her husband somehow managed to drag the entitled mother away from me with their kid being totally fine and distracted from what's happening. A few people sitting near me gave each other stares as to what in the actual fuck happened here. Just for the record, I am straight, but I just like my long hair. The nerve on some people to ask these kinds of questions. Edit. For people who are saying this was fake, a bit of context. I'm Indian, but I assume the family were Middle Eastern. Again, this is just purely for context, since the entitled mother wore that full-length gown. The airport has a seating area near the security check where the kid came running to me. The above interaction happened at the gate when the kid saw me again and waved at me. For me, because I understand that there's a certain kind of cultural group or people. I don't remember the exact name of them. But in their culture, and I believe it's in several cultures, especially when you first mentioned Indian, because I've mainly seen people who are Indian or Middle Eastern Asian in that kind of region looking kind of person. I'm white and I'm stereotyping and I apologize for that. But there are these certain cultures that I've seen, and it is culturally a thing that they grow out their hair, that even cutting it can be going against their God, their religious beliefs, and all that. And I don't remember like what the name of the group is. And I'm pretty sure they're not the only group that does it. Because, like, we have some things where, like, it's with a lot of women religious group. But, like, there is a thing where men, they're not supposed to cut their hair. Like, you can trim it to, like, keep it healthy and stuff. But you're not, like, supposed to, like, drastically cut your hair. Long hair is, like, a sign of, like, your faith towards your religion or something. And when you first mentioned your hair, that's where my brain went, especially when I first saw India. But the fact that this entitled mom just runs up and assumes that you're gay of any sort is kind of idiotic to me, because I'm just like, there are religions that grow their hair long. There are people like OP themselves who just like long hair. They like their hair long. I've met several men. They have beautiful long hair. They take great care of it. It's a part of their pride. They enjoy having long hair. It's fun to, like, run your fingers through it. So I'm just like, it's kind of idiotic to just run up to someone and just assume and be totally rude about it and go, you need to cut it because it's not masculine. Because I also feel like the whole men have to be masculine, they can't, like, enjoy things is kind of idiotic. Personally, like, I was my dad's last chance to have a son. I came out a girl anyway, but I wasn't allowed to be kind of, like, feminine because of my mom. So, as someone who's in my mid-20s and 30s, I'm still kind of discovering that feminine side with dresses and makeup and all that. But at the same time, like, it's acceptable for girls to do masculine things sometimes, but it's not acceptable for boys to want to play with dolls and shit. That's stupid. Let people grow out their hair. Let people dress how they want. They're not hurting nobody. Leave them be. But with that, we're going to end today's episode of Entitled Parents here. I hope you all have a lovely day. Stay safe, stay healthy, all that good stuff. I know y'all didn't see a video on the Saturday after St. Patrick's Day. It is mainly because I did not get up and go live on Saturday. I think Saturday is going to be my main live day, and I just did not live stream on YouTube that day because I was tired and lazy. So yeah, thank you all for being here. You're all wonderful. I've got some new designs dropping on Redbubble soon, so you guys can go check that out at redbubble.com/KrissieDeathy if you want to help support me and get some cute art in the process. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Have a lovely day and stay hydrated. Bye bye.